What is going on, YouTubers? Welcome back to another video from the Ultimate Blind Masters channel. Before I do continue, please like, share and subscribe so you don't miss any uploads. So without further ado, we're going to get straight into it. So basically, first of all, I want to apologise because of course, this video is going to be related to the Stella Trek, so I thought I'd apologise first thing because I wasn't able to upload the Startup Wizard video due to various reasons and a technical error. So unfortunately, I'm not able to do that unless I had to send my device back for whatever reason. Let's hope that never has to happen. But there are other Startup Wizard tutorials on YouTube. So, for example, if you visit the humanware website, you should have something from Peter Tusick where he does a Startup Wizard tutorial. So go and check his video out on humanware YouTube channel. So you should have that all there. But I thought today, why not kick off the Stella Trek era with a simple tutorial, and that is going to be colour detection. So I'll explain what colour detection is, what it's all about, what the ins and outs are, my thoughts, and why it's important. So, first off, of course, as we know, the Stella Trek is a GPS slash book reader. Of course, it uses artificial intelligence to get us to destinations when we are walking in our local towns or cities, and it's of course packed with a ton load of features. So, for example, we have a 2-lens camera at the back. We have our artificial intelligence, the buttons like the confirm key, the left and right, up and down arrows, the go-to key, the confirm button, the voice button as well. So there's a lot of features in here as well, which is what makes this device absolutely brilliant. But one of the key things that humanware have added to this device is colour detection, as well as OCR and other stuff. Humanware have also, yes, they have added colour detection. Now, colour detection, basically, clues in the name, it's used to detect colour. Now, what on earth have we got to do with colour? Why is this important? Now, first of all, if you're a person that can't see colour like myself, and you are having to perhaps deal with colour or face colour, you could be an art student, you could be a marketing student at university or in your job, and you might be a sales student, you could be a salesperson, and you might be around so many colours. Now, this is where humanware have made it one step easier. Now, once upon a time, there was the ultimate blind master who didn't have a clue what colour was, didn't take an interest in colour, and it didn't really bother him. Couldn't, picture what colour was at all. Until one day, he was introduced to the colour of psychology. Now, the colour of psychology completely enhanced him, and he was able to understand what the colours meant to him, and what background they could present, until he got his hand on this bloody thing, the Stella Trek. Yes, that's me, right? Of course. So, the Stella Trek will tell you what the colour is, but it won't give you the psychology behind it, unfortunately. Now, we should say it's a psychology Stella Trek, but unfortunately it's not that. I don't think humanware have got that far, but who knows, that'll be something that perhaps they could develop on in the near future, because that could benefit a lot of students or a lot of people who are working within marketing sectors or art sectors or whatever. So yes, this basically tells you what the colour is, what colours are around you, depending on where you point the camera. So when I mean colours around you, you'd have to kind of point the camera at a particular object. So, for example, I could point at my touch here, I could point at my jumper here, I could point at my face, in my wall, my drawers, whatever I want, at my desk, anything, my chair, etc., etc. So, depending on what you're pointing at, and when you take that photo, the Stella Trek will then read out the name of the colour. Okay, that's what the big thing is. So today, of course, I'm going to show you guys how to use colour detection step by step. So the first thing is first, I'll go through the what we need to do as well, and how we're going to hold the Stella Trek. So of course, when we turn the unit on via the button on the right hand side, there should be a little power button. So you'd have a record button, and above that you'd have a power button. Okay, the record button is the one with a little tactile dot. Feels a bit like a very, very, very slight like a number 5, but it's got a little dot on there. And what we want to do is, at the back here, we have a long camera, and it's very, very similar to the Pixel 6 Pro in terms of how it feels, but it's not exactly the same. Like, when I mean similar, like, it's sideways, it's long. But in there, you've got two lenses. On the back side of the grip, you've got a little tactile grill thing. And what that does is it allows us to hold the Stella Trek sufficiently and accurately so that we can get the best reading of and the best detection of the colour as best as possible. Now, of course, the way I tend to do it is I have my 4 fingers. Depending on how big your hand is, if you're a person that needs more support, you might want to use your 5 fingers, but spread them out. And what you want to do is you want to hold the Stella Trek at a certain distance. So you don't want to kind of hold it too close to your shoulder like this, like that. You want to kind of hold it in the air or kind of a couple of inches away from the object so that it just doesn't, so that it's slightly more accurate. And what you might want to do is feel with your other hand to see that if you are within sufficient distance so that your colour can be detected. So that's what basically it is. So let's turn this on. We did that by holding the power button in. Of course, we've had this on sleep, which I should have. I just single click the power button once. Should turn on. Single click that, and it will say sleep on. So first things first, when it turns on, it's going to say welcome to Stella Trek, searching for satellite. Okay, it might say connected to Wi-Fi. Please ignore that because, well, don't ignore it. I'm not saying, well, don't ignore it because you should, but yeah, obviously you want to make sure you're on the Wi-Fi, but of course, that's got nothing to do with this video. So I'll look at Wi-Fi connecting. That'll be the next plan as well. Okay, so we're in Explore, searching for satellite, and you just heard it say, welcome to Stella Trek. I'm going to make sure the outdoor volume's full.
Outdoor volume 1. Outdoor volume 3.
And we do that by pressing the top left volume key. That's volume up, and the bottom, and the one on the bottom is volume down. And if you hold it in,
9. Outdoor volume 3.
and you hold it up and down for a while, hold it down one, volume down and down, or you single tap them, then this will, of course, adjust the volume. Press them together, and it goes into the speed settings. So now, where are we? So let's press that voice button.
Repeat QMT.
It said repeat QMT.
Repeat QMT.
So basically, we're just in Explore. Okay, so if we scroll with our right arrow,
No GPS covered.
or a down arrow,
Explore mode.
okay,
Wi-Fi connected.
we are in Explore mode. Okay, we want to come out of that. So, but to do that, we need to get into Applications, and to do that, we need to long press our up arrow. So let's do that.
Applications. Address confirmation.
And we're in Applications, and it says Address Confirmation. What we want to do, we want to scroll with our right arrow until we get to Colour Detection.
Quick reading. Detailed reading. Color detection.
And when we get to colour detection, we want to press the big button in the middle, which is almost like the select button on a remote, this ovally shaped button, which is a confirm. Like the way we press enter on the Touch Plus to get into a specific menu, humanware have kind of made it similar, but instead on the Stella Trek, you would just use a confirm button. So let's press that.
Camera ready.
And that's just said to us, camera ready. What that means is the camera is now ready for us to take the picture. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the picture of my Braille Note Touch Plus, and I'm going to see what colour it is. I'm guessing it's black because everything's black nowadays in terms of objects. But yeah, you know, you could have many different colours like red or blue. I'm guessing this is black. So, but who knows? It could be very wrong. It could be white. It could be anything. So what I'm going to do with my hand, I'm going to put the phone down so that I can kind of guard my hand. I want to put my hand on top of the Touch Plus keyboard, which is what I've done. So my right hand's on top of the Touch Plus keyboard, and the Stella Trek is in my left hand.
Detection.
Okay, the Stella Trek is in my left hand. Okay, and all I'm going to do is, like I just said, is after a couple of seconds, guys, or a couple of minutes, it will warn you that you are still on colour detection. So don't worry. So it's not going anywhere. So my right hand's on the Stella Trek. Sorry, excuse me, on the keyboard of the Braille Note Touch Plus, and in my left hand sits the Stella Trek. What I'm going to do, I'm going to spread my 4 fingers out on the back, on the tactile grilly bits at the back, and all I'm going to do in my own time is when I'm ready, I'm going to press the confirm button. But before I do that, I need to have a feel where the camera is in relation to my device. In this case, it's it's within an appropriate distance. It's not sitting on top of the
Color detection.
unit like this. It's a couple of inches above the device, the Touch Plus itself. So all I'm going to do now is I'm going to press the confirm button, and here we go.
One color found. Black.
Knew it. Okay, one colour found, black. Okay, now if you have more than one colour, of course, then you can scroll with your left and right arrow key. Okay. Now let's take a picture of my big screen, of my big computer screen. So again, I'm going to put my hand on top of my computer screen. Okay, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to hold the Stella Trek a couple of inches away from it, but this time I'm going to kind of have the camera pointing in the air so that it gets a better view and a better angle. And again, we're just going to press confirm.
Two colors found. White.
So 2 colours found. It said the first one white, and now we're going to scroll with our right arrow.
Black.
And it's told us it's black. Okay. If we want to hear the first colour again, scroll with your left arrow key.
White.
And if you want to hear the second one, scroll with your right arrow key.
Black.
And there we go, that's black. Okay, so that is how we use the colour detection menu. Now, of course, I'm just going to press the go to button to get out of this.
Applications.
Okay.
Color detection.
And we are back in applications. Okay, so the go to button is the top left. And all I'm going to do now is power this off because I don't need it.
Press confirm to shut down. Press any other key to cancel.
And we do that by holding the power button in. And now we're going to press confirm. And this shuts down. Okay, simple as that. Okay, you might use this in the kitchen for reading text, finding colours and stuff, but I personally think that this is a device that you'd want to use when you're going out and about. If you want to be in the kitchen, if you're cooking, then I would recommend one of the Echo Shows from Amazon. Now, my thoughts on this. I think it's an absolute brilliant feature to have with these devices. I think it's going to change many lives as people start to get a hold of these devices. And I'll give you guys a bit of hope. The humanware are doing a special offer towards the end, until the end of August. £970 you can get this device for. But otherwise, when the offer ends, you will have to pay the original price, which is £1,049 or £83 over 12 months, as you would divide the cost by 12. And £1,049 divided by 12 is $89 a month. Okay, £89. Okay, but if you want to kind of get it towards, if you want to get it within this month, then £970. Yeah, you're saving £73 less, but it's probably better than nothing. You might think, well, still a rip-off, but yeah, it's better than nothing. I think the Victory Trek was about £625, but they are coming to an end. So for those of you who are using the Trek, be aware of that. You might be able to get it repaired, but otherwise you won't get it replaced eventually because humanware will stop selling those as the new Stella Trek has come out. Okay, so anyway, coming back to this, my thoughts on this. Yes, it's changed many. I think it will change many lives. It will definitely make colour recognition a lot more easier. But one thing that I would like to see is that when it comes to I think the direction of the camera, I think humanware could perhaps make the Stella Trek a bit more sufficient to say, well, maybe, okay, can we, just where it might, okay, move it a bit to the left, keep it there, move it straight. It does do that, but I would like to see that in all of the applications when it involves a camera. If it doesn't involve the camera, I know it does do it when you take pictures of stuff. It might say to you, hold the camera still, but again, you might be able to do it within the settings. But otherwise, it's all there. I would, maybe perhaps there's something in the settings. Perhaps maybe I've not discovered it. But for those of you who have discovered it and who have used the Stella Trek, correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. If the Stella Trek does if you think this, you know, let me know your thoughts. You know, for those of you using the Stella Trek, you know, does it give put you in the correct direction? I know in a demo session that I had with one of the representatives, it did do it, but maybe perhaps there's something that I need to go and adjust in the settings. But otherwise, I think it's absolutely brilliant. I do like it. It's quick. It's efficient. And yes, I think it's absolutely brilliant. But yeah, I mean, who knows in the future? Perhaps, you know, they might bring out a touch gesture as well. So maybe you might have a little screen on there because they're trying to make it all audio based. And yeah, so but otherwise, I think it's a brilliant piece of it's a brilliant piece of equipment to have. The feature is there. It's outstanding. I think it's personally brilliant. 10 out of 10 for me. And yeah, you know, if you've got a Stella Trek, just pick it up, check some colours, look at it. So hopefully in the next Stella Trek tutorial, we're going to have a look at the quick reading function, and we'll go through that, and I'll tell you guys what that does. And there's much more to come, especially with the Touch Plus tutorials. Hopefully I do plan to get on with yours. I do plan to start weekly Soccer Manager again, so for those of you who are wondering where have you gone Ultimate Blind Masters with the skills on your Echo device, I'm going to try my best now to get back onto weekly Soccer Manager, and of course, yeah, try to review the skills. If you're into gaming, then why not go and check out the blind gamer, aka the Potato Head. Go and check him out. So he's got all the. He's going to kill me now if I say this. All right, Spudless. You've got all the. He does a lot of the games, and you know, maybe go and check him out. They're more Xbox orientated, and of course you've got people like the Blind Tech as well, who I think have reviewed skills as well. I would check the Dot to Dot podcast out as well, because that's quite handy as well. But yeah, otherwise, that's it for me today, and hopefully I will see you in the next video, guys. Like, any questions about the Stella Trek, or you know, if you've got any suggestions, and put them in the comments down below. Otherwise, it'd be nice to hear your thoughts on the Stella Trek. What you think? Have you guys used it before? What your, you know, what is it that you like and you don't like? You know, share your experiences. The more the merrier. Anyway, though, I'll see you a lot later.
Take photo. Stop.